Hello, everybody. Dorothy here. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to talk about the astrology for Thursday and Friday, July 14th and 15th, just after the full moon. So how has that been manifesting for you? What is showing up for you when it comes to this full moon that we've just had? So tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and what it looks like. And we got more. So we will remain in that full moon phase for approximately 2.5 days. So basically what I'm telling you now is still in full moon phase. So we can add that to the soup, right? We can add that to the mix of what this full moon in Capricorn has shown you. And then once we're done with the astrology, for those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll do the Astro Dice. These guys are a blast. And then I always draw a card from this nature spirit deck because Taurus rising here. I love the earth, love nature. My Instagram has lots and lots of photos. So does my Facebook. So you're welcome to, I just share all my nature stuff and relate it to now. All right, we're going to share the astrology. We're going to share the screen so you can see the astrology that I'm looking at. Now, this is in the middle of the night, which is Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Wednesday night, the 13th, Thursday morning, the 14th. Just depends on where you live. My time zone, it's 1:24 a.m. This is Venus square Neptune. This is active during the full moon, all right, that we had on the 13th. And just because applying aspects means it's coming towards the faster planets, moving towards the slower planet, and we feel the energy more. The dates and the times I give us are when it's at the absolute apex. And then as soon as it's at the apex, it's a separating aspect. The energy starts to release. So just to know that July 13th, July 14th, we have the Venus. My verbiage is really weird right now, isn't it? We have, because Venus is in Gemini. I'm just giving you an exact example, not on purpose, about Venus. I have Venus in Gemini. So Venus is in Gemini, squares Neptune. The energy of Venus in Gemini is I value talking, I value communication, I value information. Sometimes it goes a little too fast and you get all tongue-tied. But when it makes a square aspect to Neptune, two mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, but Venus in Gemini, information, contact, context, gathering of information, ensuring that squaring Neptune and Pisces, I don't find it as difficult as any other squares, but the mutable squares are easy. And it's just, maybe we're not feeling clear about our words, or maybe we can take Neptune things, Pisces things, which is dreams, and actually bring them into reality. That's the Venus in Gemini. Bringing these things together. The squares mean, especially the mutable squares, it's just about making an adjustment of sorts and finding a way to make things work together. Let's see if I have anything else. So taking dreams or ideas or thoughts and doing what you can to write them down and bring them and manifest them into something that feels a little more real. You know, Venus is still within play with that trine to Saturn. I talked about that the other day. And so when we have that, that's, super, they're all the same elements, so the same triplicity it's called. So these two here represent, getting some information together and feeling super grounded with it, or going over something that you thought was solid and processing that too. So all of this is happening while we're still in full moon phase. So there could be something that we're clearing up, or some dreams that we're trying to manifest and bring into reality. In the middle of the night as well is when the moon makes its conjunction to Pluto. And I'm grabbing my book here, my ephemeris. That happens just after midnight, 12:17 a.m. on the 14th, again, depending on where you live. And so when that comes together like that, it happens once a month, but since it's just after the full moon and we're still in lunar phase, full moon lunar phase, this is finding a process or a deeper transformative quality to it. So the structure, the foundations of that full moon, what's being revealed to you, conjunct Pluto, hours after the full moon, means that we have a deeper transformative quality to this full moon in Capricorn. All right, good. The next is we're going to move on to Friday, the 15th. And on Friday, the 15th, this is when Venus is making quite a difficult aspect to Pluto. Again, it is in play on the 14th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. But Venus, there she is. And you can see that green line right there. That's called, okay, trying to reach it. Hello, I'm trying to reach it. So Venus quincunx Pluto can create a fair amount of difficulties, right? We really are finding it very, very difficult to make some sense of somebody or something that is trying to be powerful, to instill their power over us or take control of a situation. And so I think what's most important here is that you, in this aspect, even though again this one's later in the evening on Friday, just know throughout the day as this aspect is making its application to Pluto, we have an opportunity here to just make some minor adjustments, and the minor adjustments will help us to see things from a different perspective. And I'm going to redraw that. Will help us see things from a different perspective. So we're able to really get into alignment with what it is that we value, that Venus in Gemini, right? And that's the communication. And so as of this point, Venus, until Venus enters the sign of Cancer, which isn't until I'm looking, I don't have it in my books, but Venus, it's in here somewhere. When Venus enters the sign of Cancer in just a couple of days, she's basically void of course, kind of like when we talk about that with the moon, but not other planets. So she's hanging out all by herself. As soon as she's done with Pluto, she's off on her own. All right. I think we're going to stop the share and we're going to leave that alone. There we go. I had a whole bunch of different things up and popped around. All right. Yay. That's the astrology. We're going to do the Astro Dice now. I'm going to do the Astro Dice, and I will do the forecast for Saturday and Sunday. I'll get that up on Friday night. All right. What do the Astro Dice want us to know? I want to do something else. What showed up? I don't remember. I already don't remember. All right. We get to ask a question here. If you feel like it, my question is Spirit, what else? What additionally do you want us to know about for these next 2 days? Oh, that's intense. I like the other one better. What I ended up ruling was Pluto and Scorpio in the 7th house. Pluto rules Scorpio. And if you have Pluto, and if Pluto and Scorpio is in the 7th house, partnerships and relationships have an awful lot of power and kick, right? They are very intense. So the additional content for Thursday and Friday, the 14th and the 15th. Why is I forgetting the dates? The 14th and the 15th, Thursday, Friday, July 14, 15. What is it that is most important is this tells us is that that Venus and Gemini is getting me right now. This is about paying attention to the relationships and the partnerships that are really important in your life and manifesting what it is that you want in that relationship. Now, it can also be that there is somebody that is really trying to manipulate you and direct you where you don't want to be. So be aware of that, okay? I know that sounded, I usually like to stick with upbeat stuff, but Scorpio, Pluto and Scorpio in the 7th house is definitely a manipulative somebody else who's trying to convince you to do something that you might not want to do. Let's see what the deck wants us to know. I did shuffle. While I'm shuffling, please come to my website, DorothyMorganAstrologer.com. Oh my gosh, there's so much there. Read these forecasts. You can check out the classes I have and the sessions. If you're seeing this early enough, I have a here on YouTube, go to my community page. I have a special going on because it's my 13th anniversary here on YouTube on July 13th. So I have a 13% discount coupon. It's good for just 2 days. You can book. I don't care how far out you go, but you have to book within 2 days. Talking stick. We've had this one many times. This one is showing us is that it represents taking our time. And I've been a little scattered on this one. It represents taking our time, saying exactly and precisely what's important for us to say. You know, if you go along with what the Astro Dice showed us, the Pluto in the 7th house in Scorpio, and then we have the talking stick, I think that we have an opportunity here, if we were to put all these together, for somebody to really, for you to speak up in a very clear and precise manner and say, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. So we have an opportunity here. Gemini, besides just talking, it's also about listening, and that talking stick represents that too. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Namaste.